Welcome back, to the channel. As stated before, I am having to remake a lot of the videos that I was gonna post, so I apologize for this becoming later on. But this is my Voiceless deck with the Herald package and the Deer package as well. I'm just gonna state it as the Voiceless because 99% of decks that play Voiceless also play the Deer engine. Which isn't a surprise, we don't really need the extra deck. It's nice to use the extra deck, but we don't need it. Let's get right on to the video. Starting off with the main deck. Let's start off by we're playing 3 Herald, which we all know what Herald does by now. Playing 3 Low. I'm only playing 2 Savara. You could play 3. You can also play as like 3, 2, 1. I think 2 is the best ratio for her. I don't think you need any more or any less of her to be specifically. I'm playing one of the Shavaric. I'm playing also 2 Skull Guardian. Could max out on Skull Guardian if you're playing a very pure list, but you don't need to. I am playing the 2 Dragon, which is also controversial because most people just play the 1. I like to play 2 just for follow-up, and if they're playing the Cash Engine. But you can also sub this out for like a Miracle Raven, which we have also in the side deck. You can also substitute it out for her, or you could just play just the 2/1/1. It's really your choice. I am playing the Pendulum Graph Dragon because it's a really good card and it's good recursion for all your ritual spells and ritual monsters. Gives you a lot of consistency as well. Overall, it's pretty good, especially with Shavaric or Shavara to Foolish. You can use this effect. It's pretty good overall. For the rest of the cards, sorry, I'm just fixing this. It's bothering me a little bit. I'm only playing 2 Barrier. You can max out on Barrier. This is the one spell I think you could max out on because it's one of the best ones to get you a lot of consistency. To add 1 to ritual, etc. It's also really good. I'm only playing 2 Blessing. Blessing's good for recursion, but besides that, it's more or less just a protection. I play it, yes. You can also bump this down to 1 if you really need to. I'm playing 2 Prayers. Most people nowadays play only 1 prayer, but you can also play 2. I am playing a 40 list. So if you're playing other engines or a heavy package of a different one, or more fairy package with the Herald package, you could also bump this down to 1. But because we don't have too many ways to search it, only a few, it's also very, very good, in my opinion. Honorary 1-for-1 for this package because you're level 1. You really want to get to it. Even though you have the Herald, sometimes you just need the 1-for-1 to get to it. And for the last card in this package, I'm playing the 1 Radiance of the Voices Voice. You could cut this easily. It is a very cuttable card, but I think because of the reoccurrence with shuffling 1 back to get a free special summon of a ritual, or just getting 1 for free is really good. And the target to destroy is also pretty good. You don't got many 2 cards to destruction besides like your Endear stuff, your Maximus to get rid of things, and your other guys. There's not really too many pop, destruction, negate effects. So having a trap card that's continuous, that can reoccur because of low, is also pretty good. That's it for the Voiceless package. Moving on to the Nadir package. For the Nadir package, it's pretty small and pretty odd, I would say. Playing 1 Ecclesia, 1 Fleur, and we're playing 1 Maximus. Usually you would just play the Maximus or just the Fleur Maximus, then the Nadirs, but I'm also playing the Ecclesia just to get the ratios a little up, and because I had an extra slot, I was like, you know, might as well. Then we're playing 2 Nadir Servants. I'm not playing the 3rd because you don't really need the 3rd. And when playing, every time I had played a third copy in the deck, I would always draw 2 Anytime I've had only played two copies, I've only ever drawn one. So for consistencies, 2 is perfect enough for me, in my opinion. We're moving on to the last few cards before I get into the hand traps. I am playing 2 pure prep, and 1 Ritz. The 1 Ritz is morely for the Pendulum Graph Dragon, but honestly, you don't need to play the pre-prep. The preparations of rights, I mean. Pre-prep is always good, so you can get the ritual spell and the ritual monsters, so you can never complain about that. Moving on to the hand traps. For the hand traps, I'll just state out we are playing crossout. But moving on to the actual hand traps, we're playing 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 2 Bell, and 2 Imperm. I think this ratio is pretty good. I would say because we're playing crossout, I would like to also play Droll. I just don't have extra copies for this deck currently. And this is more of a for fun deck and a rogue deck to play against buddies, not tournament, to be honest. You could take this to a tournament if you want to change some of the ratios, but I think it's perfect as it is. You could also call it the imperms for droplets. Droplets might be a little bit better for this format, to be honest. But currently, I think this is good as it is. You could also play 1 Thrust if you really want to get into more of the Nadir package. I think this is perfect as it is. If you have any questions about the hand traps, that's up to you. You can also cut the Ashes and Veilers down to 2 if you really wanted to keep the 40 list. And also put the Drolls. That's personally your choice, because it is your deck if you're going to play this. You could all steal my list. Go right ahead. I don't personally mind. I would be happy if you did. But again, I don't mind. Getting on into the extra deck. Playing 1 Anima for the Link 1s, 1 Salamangreat. I am playing the 2 Diamondo. I think the Diamondo is pretty good, especially at 1. I am not playing the Amarza 1000. Yes, it's good. It can give me my other rituals, but we have so many ways to get rituals in this deck, I don't think it's needed. Plus, it just takes up another extra slot when we could play 2 Diamondo. I think Diamondo is better. And we're playing this as well for right now. That's to cover the IP, the SB. Also playing 1 IP, 1 Unicorn, 1 Transcode, because we can go the Transcode, bring back the IP, or even the Dino Mundo, which is perfect. I'm playing 1 Z Lantis. This is supposed to be Access Code, but you can also play this because it's pretty good. 2 Gold Beast for the Nadir targets, 1 Wing Pegasus, 1 Garura, 1 Mud Dragon, 1 Entus. If you wanted to, you could play the Super Poly package, which you could also still play the Nadir package with the Super Poly package, which would be great. It would work perfectly if you're going to take this to tournaments and everything. I would suggest playing that with it, just because you're playing the Mud Dragon, you're playing the Garura. You could also get into Entus, technically, with this format, because there will be a lot of Xyz and Synchros because of Cool Tune, stuff like that. And of course, you got the 1 token. Moving on right on into the side deck. For the side deck, it's a little bit scuffed. I will say that. It's not perfect, but it's fun. We're playing 1 Miracle Raven for side pieces. So see if you want to go down 1 Dragon, 1 Shamar, 1 Raw Spear Mode, 2 Hunter for fun, because it is pretty good still. 3 Skullmeister, because not everyone expects it. 1 of the Link guy, 1 DD Crow, another Prayer, and another Barrier as well we're playing. We're also playing the 1 Mourner and the last Skull Guardian. To be honest, this is my list. If you guys like it, if you have any questions about it, drop a comment down below. I don't mind answering any questions that are needed or asked. This deck is 99% morally for fun, so keep that in mind. But it's not a bad list overall, I would say. I've been playing this list for a couple months now with Squidcraft, Dark Squid, I should say, on YouTube. He doesn't like it too much because of the fact that it does consistent a lot, but I would say this deck does break a bit. I'll give you guys that. It does break a little bit. But most decks do break these days. Not all decks have a consistency route with all the rogues and all that stuff like that. But this is my take on Voiceless Voice. Stay tuned. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. Thank you, Dark Nation. Have a great day. Subscribe.